Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we're going to discuss another set of topic in mathematics, which is the continuation for number problem or how to solve number problems. So I have here examples to be shown in this video. So we have here the first example. So let me read the first example. So 50 notebooks are placed into two boxes so that one box has 6 more notebooks than the other box. How many notebooks are in each box? So notice that the problem is talking about the amount or the number of notebooks in two boxes. So with that, we have to assign a variable that will represent the number or the amount of notebooks placed in a box. So we have to in this example, let us use x. Let x be the number of notebooks or the amount of notebooks since the problem is talking about two boxes, meaning to say there is first box and second box. So let our x or let the variable x represents the number of notebooks or the amount of notebooks in the first box. Then, as we can notice in the statement given in the problem, it is stated that one of the box has 6 more notebooks than the other box, or the second box has 6 more notebooks than the other box. So our first box is represented by x, so the second box shall be added with, or x shall be added with 6, since it has 6 more notebooks than the other box. So the second box will be plus 6, since that is given in the problem, that the second box or one of the boxes consists of 6 more notebooks than the other. So x plus 6 be the notebooks in the, or the amount of notebooks in the second box. So with that, we already assigned expression and variable, or yes, to represent the two boxes. So the two boxes are represented by the variable x, which is considered as the first box, and x plus 6 will be the second box. So since we already assigned a variable and an expression that will represent the two boxes, we can now formulate expression and equation that is based on the given statement coming from the problem. So let us read again the problem. So we have here 50 notebooks are placed into two boxes so that one box has 6 more notebooks than the other box. By just merely reading the statement given in the problem, we can infer that the total of 50 notebooks are placed in these two boxes, which is represented by x and x plus 6. So meaning to say, if you are going to add x and x plus 6, the result or the number of notebooks all in all will be equal to 50. So meaning to say, based on the statement given in the problem, if we are going to add that variable and expression that represent the two boxes, we will have a sum of 50 notebooks. So we can have this equation as a representation from the statement given in the problem. So now, with that, notice that the resulting equation has common terms. So we have to combine this one so that we can get the value of x. So we have to combine same terms or like terms. So we have x plus x, that is 2x, then is equals to 50. If we are going to transfer positive 6 to the other side, it will become negative 6. So we have here 2x is equal to 50 minus 6, that is 44. Sorry for that. So we have here 2x is equals to 44. Notice that the left side is 2x. So to eliminate 2 in the left side, we have to divide both sides by 2 so that x will be left in the left side. So our purpose is to make the left side as x only so that we can find the value of x. So divide both sides by 2. So 2x divided by 2 is equal to x. Then 44 divided by 2, that is 22. So notice that the problem is asking for 2 boxes. So asking for the number of notebooks placed in the 2 boxes. So we let our second box as x plus 6. Meaning to say, whatever is the value of our first box or the amount of notebooks placed in the first box will be added with 6 so that we can obtain the number of notebooks in the second box. So since our first box consists of 22 notebooks, meaning to say we have to add 22 with 6 so that we can obtain the amount or the number of notebooks placed in a second box or in the second box. So we have to use the expression x plus 6 to find the number of notebooks in the second box. So we have here, if x is equals to 22, which is the amount of notebooks in the first box, then we have here x plus 6 for the second box, that is 22. Since our x is 22, then plus 6 is equals to 28. So with that, we can say that therefore, (28) and 22 are the notebooks, or the number of notebooks in each box. So meaning to say the first box consists of 22 notebooks and the second box consists of 28 notebooks. Notice that the sum of the 2 boxes, or the amount of notebooks in 2 boxes, is equal to 50. So we have here, if we're going to add 28 and 22, that is equal to 50. Meaning to say, we are correct that the 2 boxes consist of 22 and 28 for the first and second box respectively. So that's all. The correct answer is 22 and 28. Okay, so we have to move to the second example. So for the second example, we have this example. Let me read a statement. Find 2 consecutive numbers such that the difference of the reciprocals is 1/4 the reciprocal of the smaller number. So the problem is looking for the 2 consecutive numbers. So with this, we have to let a variable that will represent the number. So we will let variable x in this video to represent the first number. Since the problem is asking or looking for the 2 consecutive numbers. And notice that in every number, considering that they are consecutive, the second number will be obtained by just simply adding 1 to the first number. So meaning to say, the second number will be x plus 1 because notice that every consecutive number, the second number can only be obtained by just simply adding 1 to the first number. So meaning to say the second number will be x plus 1. So with that, we already have the 2 consecutive numbers or the representation for the 2 consecutive numbers. So we can formulate now an expression or equation that represents the form of the statement, or we can form now an equation coming from the statement given in the problem. So let us read again the problem. Find 2 consecutive numbers such that the difference of the reciprocal is 1/4 the reciprocal of the smaller number. So meaning to say, if we are going to get the reciprocal of x, so we have to write here reciprocal the reciprocal of x, that is 1 over x, and the reciprocal of x plus 1, that is 1 over x plus 1. So notice that the problem says that the two consecutive numbers, or find the two consecutive numbers such that the difference of the reciprocal is 1/4 the reciprocal of the smaller number. So we have here now the difference of these two. So our smaller number, if we are going to get the reciprocal, will be 1 over x. So with that, we have to convert the statement into equation. So the difference of the reciprocals is 1/4, meaning to say we have to use this one, the reciprocals of the two representation for the two number, consecutive number. So we have 1 over x, so the difference of the reciprocals is 1/4. So meaning to say difference of the reciprocal is equal to, or is 1/4 the reciprocal of the smaller number. So how did we know that we have the smaller number will be 1 over x? How did we know that x is the smaller number? So by just having this one, we can know that x is smaller than x plus 1, because this is the number that comes first before the second number. So that is why x is less than x plus 1. So the smaller number will be 1 over x. So we have to simplify this one. So this is already the equation form based on the statement provided in the problem. So we have to simplify this one further to find the value of x, so that we can determine the first number. So we have 1 over x minus 1 over x plus 1 is equal to 1/4 times 1 over x. So to simplify this expression in the left side, we have to get the LCD, or the least common denominator between the two fraction here. So the LCD will be x times x plus 1, or x times the quantity of x plus 1. Then we have to simplify further. So since the LCD is x times the quantity of x plus 1, so x times the quantity of x plus 1 divided by x, that is already x plus 1, then times 1, that is x plus 1. Then x times the quantity of x plus 1, the LCD divided by x plus 1, that is x times negative 1, that is negative x, is equals to 1 times 1/4 times 1 over x, that will become 1 times 1, 1, then over 4 times x, that is 4x. Then afterwards, simplify further. So we have here x plus 1 minus x, so x variable will be cancelled out. So the remaining term in the numerator in the left side will be 1. Then copy the denominator, which is x times the quantity of x plus 1. Then all over 4x. So with this form of equation, we have to cross multiply this one to simplify or to find the value of x. So we have to cross multiply. So 1 times 4x, that is 4x times 1. Then x times the quantity of x plus 1 times 1, that is x times x plus 1, or the quantity of x plus 1 times 1. Then simplifying further, we can get 4x times 1, that is 4x, is equals to x times, we have x times x plus 1 times 1. So you can get, let me see. So before simplifying, before simplifying this one, we have to multiply 1 first to the expression x times x plus 1. Okay. So notice that the resulting expressions in the left side and right side have common terms, which is, has common term, which is the variable x. So we have to divide both sides. X since they have common term which is x. So 4x divided by x, that is 4, is equals to x times the quantity of x plus 1 divided by x. So cancelled out x. The remaining term will be x plus 1. So to find the value of x, let us have 4 minus 1 is equals to x. Where did we get negative 1? That is positive 1 transfer to the other side. That will become negative 1. So 4 minus 1, that is 3, is equals to x. Meaning to say, x which is equal to 3 is the first number that the problem is asking for. So since the problem is looking for the two consecutive number, so the succeeding number or the next number will be obtained by just simply adding 1 to the first number represented by x. So in our first step, we let x plus 1 to represent the second number. So meaning to say, if x is equals to 3, so we have x plus 1 that represent the second number. So we have 3. If x is equals to 3, so 3 plus 1 is equals to 4. Therefore, we can say that 3 and 4 are the two consecutive numbers. So again, the two consecutive numbers being asked from the problem are 3 and 4, wherein 3 is the first number and 4 is the second number. So that's all for this video. I hope you learned something about my explanation on how to solve number problem based on my capacity to explain number problem or how to solve number problem. So thank you for watching. God bless everyone and see you to my next video.